Hi, I'm Marison. I'm currently in Davao del Sur. I work overseas for 18 years as an OFW and proud to be part of LSE Batch 51 from Qatar in 2017. Madami akong learnings sa 6 months program. And what I thought to be simply one of the requirements to submit and present business plan turned out to be a life-changing opportunity sa akin. Kasi yung learnings ko na yun led me to be declared as the National Grand Winner for Likha Global 2025 Business Plan Competition. Yung business plan ko is into sustainable farm development. I've mentioned several components. So, isa doon ang pag-produce ng organic vegetables, then free-range chicken, beekeeping, vermicomposting, hydroponics, to put up nursery, and then I added yung rubber tree, and then goat racing. Pagdating ko dito, wala naman akong background sa farming, and so, with the help of Department of Migrant Workers, the DMW, at saka yung National Reintegration Network nila, is napagbigyan tayo na pumunta sa Department of Agriculture, nag-visit at nag-submit ako ng letter of intent kung ano yung tulong na kailangan ko sa agency. So, I was given initial intervention ng April 15 and 16 to attend PhilGap. It's about good agricultural practices on vegetable production. And then ngayon naman, nagbigyan tayo ng initiative ng LGU to, yung pag-host ng TESDA training on organic agricultural production. It's a 29 days training. At saka yesterday, nasa day 2 pa lang kami. But malaki pong tulong ito kasi 20 participants within the community. So malaking impact po siya sa community. From yung mga bata pa, and then yung talagang seasoned na ng mga farmers na they don't have actually experience paano gumawa ng concoction and then or yung mga organic na fertilizers natin tsaka pesticides. So malaking tulong yung knowledge na to, yung training na to sa community na makakatulong din sa akin para ma-establish ko at saka ma-develop ko din yung vegetable farming ko, yung vegetable production. But what really also captured my heart at first is about beekeeping. So, nag-start naman yung beekeeping nung thought ko na since dito kami titira, I have to stop yung chemically assisted na pag-spray ng mangoes namin. So, I'm really worried na hindi ko na matikman yung matamis na mangga namin. Kasi 2 years din namin siyang nakapag-harvest kami ng very sweet na mango. But then, sinacrifice ko yon. It's because lilipat kami dito and then kasama ko yung senior citizen ko na mother, and then my health is also compromised since may autoimmune disease ako, kaya I really need to stop yung pag-spray ng mango namin. Kaya ko naging number 1 nung pagdating ko dito is yung beekeeping. Paano ko mag-start sa beekeeping? So, I've attended trainings, and then may na-meet ako na distant relative namin dito, and then between those from March to May, we were able to actually gather some friends, family members na magiging part ng beekeeping team namin. So, we attended a lot of trainings, nag-deep dive kami on beekeeping, and we hope by July is makuha na namin yung first 2 colonies namin ng European bees or Apis mellifera. Kasi nakapila kami kung saan namin kukunin yung 2 colonies. We will be having also stingless bees, yung locals dito, at saka na gumawa na rin kami ng trap para naman sa yung semi-wild natin na tinatawag na liguan or Apis cerana. I also did workshop on value-added products from propolis, pollen, at saka beeswax. So it's really interesting, and we are really excited na mag-start na to by next month. So again, yung business plan ko at this stage is nasa incubation siya. And then natapos ko din yung 1 month ko with the OST, but yung ipipresent ko sa kanila supposedly last Monday, pero nagkaroon ng earthquake dito. So, we'll be having it on June 22 to present my beekeeping enterprise. Nag-deep dive ako doon sa business plan ko, pero nag-zoom in namin sa beekeeping, kung paano ko ibenta yung honey at saka yung mga value-added products. And then, I'm really looking forward to it na i-share ko sa inyo the next time kung ano yung progress na to. So, the development stage is between this year and up to 2017, and hoping in 2028, makapag-start tayo na magiging learning site under ng ATI or Agricultural Training Institute, and then magiging accredited tayo ng TESDA. So, yun yung pathway. So, beekeeping is merong NC2 ng beekeeping na wala pa dito sa Mindanao. Ang meron lang, actually, I've heard in Baguio sa Luzon, pero wala pa din yung Visayas. So, ito yung one na goal ko na sana magkaroon kami dito ng NC2 ng beekeeping. So, yun yung isa sa i-offer namin sa TESDA school namin in the future. And then, organic agricultural productions is really important. Then, ako personally, since I'm an accountant, I'm also pursuing magiging trainer ng bookkeeping NC3. So, by next week, pupunta ako for a self-assessment, to go through with the self-assessment, at hoping din makakuha ako ng opportunity na makapagturo sa community namin ng bookkeeping sa Manpower Training Center nila. And then, today, it's actually almost midnight because full day activity ko today is to give back to sa community. So, nag-conduct po tayo ng full day training on capability development training sa mga distressed OFWs dito. So, ako po yung nag-conduct ng financial management and entrepreneurship with the workshop ng paggawa ng business proposal. So, I'm really happy na natulungan natin sila, and also happy na I've heard na mapagbigyan sila ng capital from OWA, from DOLE, and even from the LGU. So, hoping na bigay ako ulit ng progress sa inyo. So, again, kasi nasa startup stage pa lang po ako, incubation stage. So, next is, I'm hoping na mapakita ko sa inyo yung actual ng vegetable production namin, at saka yung pag nandito na yung mga pollinators namin sa farm, starting sa July. So, maraming po salamat for this opportunity to share yung journey ko nito sa community natin sa LSE.